welcome back to Suladan Plays The Legend of Goose, Honk. So, the ghost ship. Amazing how all that footage just happened. Totally not at the perfect time for it to be written off as I blame the ghost ship. It's clearly the ghost ship's fault. And not that I accidentally had an extra OBS window open trying to record on top of the recording that was already recording, so the two were just colliding with each other. Thankfully, they were both recording the same audio, so the audio wasn't an issue, but the video was constantly flickering back and forth between two competing video streams that were trying to cram data into one file, which, as you can tell, didn't work too well. Oops. The ghost ship. Also, anyway, I was going to go to the top of this island. I think I remember I've got to go back to Windfall to get a new flower to bring to these guys, so I can't just go back and forth to each one of them, which is a little annoying, but we will cross that bridge when we get there. I also think I got all the Triforce charts done. Why did I think there were only 7 pieces? Why is there an 8th piece? Why is there a hole in the ground under a giant rock? Nobody knows. I want to see what's under that other rock. There's a rock up there on the fuse of the island. Why Bomb Island a volcano? Why am I not surprised an island named Bomb Island is a volcano? Get over here. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here. Thank you. You missed. You missed. You're terrible at your job. Ooh, that didn't sound like a good noise, whatever it was. I remember you. Button. That makes me far more nervous than it should. La-da-da. You wake up. Your aim is terrible. La-da-da. La. You missed. Well, that didn't go to plan. Luckily, the lava heals them, so... Get over here. You saw that. Hey, shut up. Why? I know it's not going to work, but I'm going to do it anyway. Move! 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 Move in a way that's useful to me, not further back. One of them just decided he gonna live in the lava. Get over here, you goober. Why you bounce over the hole? You anger me. Maybe I need to do that one first. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here. That'll work. Not what I was aiming for, but I'll take it. I'm offended on so many levels right now. There you go. Hitting that button did not help me in the slightest. Why do you roll? Oh, you went over the target. Oh, the first one I think is just a solid. The second one's a hole. Okay, so change of plans. You'd be useful to me. Gotcha. Okay, so there was a targeting issue. I was aiming for the wrong spot. It's fine. We got it. It ain't the end of the world. Whoa. I mean, I'll take that over random 200 rupees, so yay. Wow. 3 whole rupees. And a bag of garbage. No! Game, you don't have to show me every time you do something. I mean, sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it's not. It's very, very hit and miss. Okay, anyway. Let me see what's over here now. Wait, I don't have to deal with these rocks. These rocks ain't stopping me. Okay, these rocks may be stopping me. Nope. Interesting. Interesting. I'm in my sail. Well, I guess we're leaving. Did you steal my boat? Where's my boat? Oh, what are you looking at, bud? Oh yeah, I already got that bottle. See if I remember this. I do. Hooray! Okay, go to Windfall Island, turn in the flower, fly back here, turn in the flower, fly back to Windfall Island, turn in the flower. Roll. It's a tumble goose. I almost threw a boomerang at you, sir. You don't need to know that. No! I don't know what... One downside to the Honk Quaker is I don't know which one's yes and which one's no. I'm trying to talk to you, you goober. I shall smite all of you. I shall smite you all. Shipment has arrived, thanks to you, yada yada yada. Going to burn this entire island to the ground. I also still think it's a missed opportunity for the leaf to have been the sail, so it wouldn't be taking up a slot in my little button thing doing nothing when I could... It just... I get that you technically have the boat and you get the sail from a different course, which, you know, is its own little quest thing before you get to the point where you get the leaf, but I just think it would have worked better. I'm gonna go try to trade that flower to that guy. And if he doesn't take it, well, he's on an island shaped like a bomb. So... They rue the day they wasted my dime. That's a lot of seagulls. That's a lot of seagulls. You're making me nervous. Thought I was about to be ambushed. Bud, you got anything better for this flower? No. I'll take it. I don't remember the... I'll deal with that later. Back to Forest Haven. Random thought. I do like the minifigure, like, minigame where you take pictures of, like, enemies and all, and you get minifigures and all. I don't like the fact that you have to fly all the way back to Windfall to deliver them, and you can only carry 3 at a time. One interesting compromise to that just came to mind is, what if instead I could just go to the nearest mailbox and send the pictures? That would make the fact there's mailboxes across the whole map a little more useful, and it would also prevent the player from having to waste so much time teleporting back there. But I am busy. Unexplored sector. How dare this sector be unexplored? See, look, mailbox on random island that is clearly a tree. Fish, where be you? I mean the friendly fish, not the ones that are trying to maul me. Fish, give me knowledge. Those are neither cliffs nor large enough to be called plateaus. Nintendo Gallery, Switch, Forest Haven, yada yada, something something bird. We already know about that. I'm gonna get this boat moving. Did he just bounce off of me? There's a Korok here. Not Korok. Are they Korok? Now I'm second guessing myself. Yeah, they're. How do up? How do up? Up. Up. Want up. 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 Can have up. Need up. I can't make the camera look high enough to be useful to me right now. That's not helpful. Since when have those trees ever not been grappleable? But see, mailbox. Useful. I mean, once in a rare while useful, but to me, it would make more sense if I could just deliver my photos there. And why'd you just bounce off, you idiot? And to me, that would make the Nintendo Gallery mini-game thing a little more engaging and a little less tedious. Because having to fly all the way back here makes it much tedious. Like, so tedious. Not saying I've never done it before, but it's tedious. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a stupid... The exit platforms have always been an issue when the puzzle starts with you standing near it. There we go. That's some thick leaves. Bet you don't spin a whole 180 when I do that, bud. I mean, I can just assumedly short-circuit your puzzle a little bit here. Sometimes I think the game is intentionally obtuse with him not grabbing onto ledges. I'd like to think that in the code somewhere there's ledges that have a little marker on them that says, no, you're not allowed to grab this. And it offends me. It offends me gravely. You get out of my way. Your platform offends me. This platform does not offend me as much. I will slaughter you. I will slaughter you and all you hold dear. Whoever put that there, thinking it would be funny to knock the player back and make them do the whole puzzle again. I mean, not really the whole puzzle, but this whole obstacle course part is evil. Decidedly so. Die. I'm not even gonna fight you. You die too. You die as well. Ah yes. The flower. Okay, I get it. Which one of you dropped a stick? Stick. Because of course the stick stays on fire through all that. Stick! Why would I do that when there's a treasure right here? You're making me nervous. Especially when I can't tell which side is the front of the chest. What's with you and these joy vendants? Also, you die too. That is just so stupid. I know it's something to do with the leaf in particular, but just when the heel of your foot grazes it and you just bounce off stiffly, it's very annoying. It is what it is. It's limitations of the game. I'm not gonna be bothered by it more than I should. Also, hello. You're doing fine. Where's the blue jelly? Gotcha. Places like this always got a blue jelly. Whoa, a treasure chart. Come on, come on. We don't need this to take that long every time. And where's my boat? Boaty McBoatface, where is you? Why did I pull out the sail thinking it was going to make me fly? Okay. word. Not a word. I'll go down. Mush. Whichever one of you two islands it is. It's got to be that one. Because there should be no more islands out that direction, because that's the edge of the map. And if you try to go that way, Boaty McBoatface gonna grump at me for trying to wander off. Stop that. You have summoned storms, you have angered the sky. Stop it. Fish face. I have 2 more bait. I gotta find beetle. That is annoying to me because I have 3 islands left to catalog here. What happened to your camera, sir? Why does it do that? Yeah, give me your knowledge, fish. Fish of wisdom. The Goose ship. On nights when the crescent moon faces down. No, it doesn't. I have exercised the Goose ship. You needn't worry about the Goose ship ever again. And I'm sure that these will actively, like, show up on my chart. I need to go 1 to the right. I mean 1 to the left. You didn't hear nothing. No, that's Forest Haven. I need that left. I don't know why I feel like doing that makes the ships faster. I don't think it does, but it's always felt like it did, so that's why I do that. What I think it is you lose a little acceleration when you put the sail away, and then when you put it back up, you see the ship, like, jolt forward. So, I don't know. That's my logic. It's probably slower than just leaving it be, but it feels faster. And in game design, sometimes what feels better to the player... Big fish. Big fish. Sometimes what feels better to the player is more important than what actually is. It's kind of like in architecture. Sometimes visual symmetry is more important than actual symmetry, depending on what you're doing. But you better give me information about this place. Fish. Give me your knowledge. The boat course. Probably a heart piece. Not dealing with that right now. This is something to use. Boat jump, of course. Going out to sea just to jump would be dumb. Yeah, I knew. It's not often I need to make a sharp turn, but still neat. Now to consult the beetle chart. Now to consult the wind. This isn't consulting the wind, this is consulting the hurricane, tornado, whirlwind. Why? Why you do that to me, game? Why you select the one that's furthest away? Beetle! Stop in the name of the Goose. Otherwise I will blow up your ship and all of your precious commodities. I don't think I need any more, actually, because I will run out of islands. Alas! Boat, where'd you go? How dare you move when I'm not looking? We have spoken about this. It makes people think you're haunted. You leave your car somewhere, you go in the store, you come out and it's in a different parking spot, and you just be like, why you do this to me? Why you to the south? That's not the direction I thought you were. Okay, we are pointing in the correct direction. I'm going to assume that that wasn't all overgrown with thorns to start with. Prior to the events of the game. Prior to Ganon doing Ganon things. We got the ice ring aisle over there. I need to go here, which is probably that. All the waves, they vanished. That was strange. Strange and ominous, and there's a fish, so I'm getting close to the target. That's not the fish I was talking about. That's not the fish I was talking about either. Jump. Jump. You would have messed me anyway. Fish. Come on, eat faster. Eat those coins. The angular eyes. Northeast Forest Haven, Firefly. Bursts of light in 7 colors. Bottle. Can I use my hook shot from the boat? Didn't realize I could do that, or forgot I could do that. That hole in the ground looks weird. Strange, puzzling. I didn't think the game would let me do that. Interesting idea. This was a terrible idea. Why would I do that? Maybe not. Aha. If I can go one further back. How dare you break my puzzle? How dare you break my puzzle? I'm standing right here, Goose. Get right there. You were just there a minute ago. Stupid thing. It worked a second ago. Why don't it work now? I know, I broke it. I didn't factor on that one falling out. I don't like that the only way to reset is either to leave, come back, or get smooshed. And getting smooshed is not always quick or easy to do. You'd think it would be easier. Do it this way. Fine. Now you fall. Climb, you idiot! So much for my creative enterprise of doing this in a fun way. I want to come up here. Can you? Here, treasure. All this trouble for it, it better be worth it. I was about to say, if it's a joy pendant, I'm going on a rampage. I mean, buried treasure, hurrah, and all that, it just... One of the big vulnerabilities in a lot of these games is often there's not really a lot for you to use the rupees on, so... It feels sort of mixed when you're like, well, I got the rupees, what do I do with it? What do I do with that knowledge? Skyward Sword at least had so many things I could go buy and upgrade and make potions and actually carry a nominally helpful number of potions. That's still my favorite in terms of, like, just stuff to collect, stuff to find, stuff to upgrade, stuff to actually use rupees on, and it having the shop right there in that main hub, and it just all worked really well together. Especially the potion system interacting with the little bug'ems. Oh, hi. You don't have clearance to be up here. Well, I found another one. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and pause here. Thank you for watching. Next time we will get that and then start chasing after Triforce pieces. So, see you next time.